Hello, and welcome back to Diecast Graveyard. My name is Paul. We've got a real fun build today. We've got a Volkswagen Beach Bomb. Now, these castings are a little bit pricey, but every so often, if you do enough searching, you come across one that's fairly reasonable. I just happen to have a couple in my arsenal, and I got a contact note from a friend of mine, and he says, Paul, if you have one of these vehicles here, I've got a friend that's retiring, and this is his favorite vehicle. Do you think you could sell it to me? I said, buddy, I'll do even better than that. I'll go ahead and restore it, and I'll put it on a custom card, and we'll make it worth your while and make it special for him. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy apart and do an autopsy and figure out exactly where we're going with this build. Here I've got the posts drilled out, and the posts are in the front and in the back. Now, the posts on these beach bombs are incredibly narrow, very, very thin. So you're definitely going to have to use the 1/16 inch drill bit to drill out the post and tap it with a 1-72 screw. Now, the sides on this from the original beach bomb were added later on because there were accessories that would allow you to put a car on the track and shoot it through a device that would speed it down the track a little better. So that's why there's those extra panels on the outside. Here's the base. It's pretty tarnished up and the wheels definitely need to be replaced. Here's the glass. Kind of falling apart as it is right there, but I don't have any replacements. Now I think I may have one from another build that looks a little bit better than this, and I'll probably switch it out with that. And here's the interior. That doesn't look too bad either. Let's go ahead and grab your favorite adult beverage and join along with today's build. We've got the body. We're going to go ahead and put it in the embalming fluid. Now I'm just going to coat this up really good, and then we're going to set it on the tray and let the citrus strip work its magic. Now citrus strip is not fast. It usually takes at least 20 minutes to half an hour for it to work properly. But that's okay, we got time. I got it out of the citrus strip and cleaned it up and scrubbed it down with Zep degreaser. Now we're going to use this abrasive bonnet, and we're going to take off all the old tarnish and brighten this bad boy up. Notice how it immediately starts to work at removing the tarnish. Now I buy these in bags of 100, and you can find these on my Amazon Marketplace page. They work great, and they also come with a bunch of assorted different grits, let's say. And they work fantastic. Now they usually only work one bonnet per car, and if you press really hard, it'll last even less than that. But what we're doing here, like I said, is we're taking off the tarnish, and we're going to set up a nice base for it to when we get at it with the Flitz to polish it up. Make sure you cover the entire vehicle and go all the way around. And again, don't push too much on the polishing bonnet because it'll wear out extremely quick. Now remember that it is an abrasive, and if you start to get around door handles and door lines and any fine detail, it's going to wear it out. So again, don't push too hard on this. This is working pretty good. Let's go ahead and go on to the next step. Now here we've got the Flitz, and again, as you all well know, if you've watched my videos before, this is one of my favorite products. Just a little bit on the sides or wherever you're going to polish, and rub it around and share it. You don't need to use a lot of this product. When you go to polish it out, all it'll do is swim, and you really don't want to do that, okay? So put a little bit over the entire vehicle, and then get your nice fresh clean polishing bonnet and start going to town. Now you remember what the body looked like. I mean, it was a little bit on the rough side. Take your time with the Flitz. And I usually have this at about 1/3 the speed of the Dremel, or maybe a little bit less. You don't want to go too fast, because if the Dremel goes too fast, it builds up heat, and the heat destroys the product, and it will burn it, and it will stain the metal on your car. So take your time, slow it down. Oop, hey, look at that. Pressed a little bit too hard. But take your time and slow down and polish it up, and it will look super nice for when you hit it with your Spectre Flame paint. This is looking really nice. Now, if you get to an area where the shine isn't as much as you'd like, then go ahead and hit it with a little bit more Flitz. You may even have to get back in there with a little bit of fine sandpaper and polish it out or buff it out first, and then come back in with your Flitz and polish it out. It's only up to you to how far you want to go with the polish on this car, because you can make it look like a mirror, or you can make it look super shiny. Now, super shiny is enough. I mean, you don't really want it to look like a mirror on this thing. You can get to that point if you want to, if you work hard enough, but it's not necessary. Just making it look shiny and look cool is good enough. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on that little bell to be alerted to any future videos that come out. Damn, I keep dropping the thing. There we go. This is looking good. Let's go ahead and move on. Here we're going to go ahead and use that abrasive wheel, and we're going to take the tarnish off the base of the car. Now, this is the same one I was using for the body, so it should be good enough for what we're going to do here. And again, you can get these abrasive wheels on my Amazon Marketplace page, and the link is in the comments. Now, I don't make a lot of money off the Amazon Marketplace page. I'm only what's called an influencer. I've gone through and I found several products on my Amazon Marketplace page that I use on a regular basis. Now, the purpose of that, as far as I'm concerned, is to have you be able to go to a place where you can find the same products that I use in order to do my restorations and customizing my cars. It just saves you the time of searching. And the prices are fairly reasonable too, depending on what you want to purchase. So check out my Amazon Marketplace page. Like I said, the link is in the comments. And if you don't see something there, contact me in the comments and I'll help you look it up if you're looking for something special. That base is starting to look nice. Then we're going to go ahead and polish that up too. Let's go ahead and move on to the next step. Now we're going to polish the base using Flitz. And again, what a great product. Only use a little bit. Let's go ahead and speed this up. That looks fantastic. From what we had before, what a big difference. Now, if you want to, you can rub this down with Renaissance wax to keep it from tarnishing in the future. But that's completely up to you. You can find that also on my Amazon Marketplace page. Let's move on. I was requested to paint this red, so we're going to use Spectre Flame Red. Now, when you're painting a vehicle like this, make sure you get the inside as well as inside the fender wells and all the hard to reach places first. And only put light mist coats. Now guys, I can't emphasize enough to you that that's the key to these paint jobs, is a good clean surface, well prepared, and light coats. Take your time. You can always add more coats, but it's awful hard to take them away once you put it on. Yeah, you could strip it again, but it's not necessary if you do it right. Now, I got my Spectre Flame paint at the Redline shop. Check out the Redline shop at www.redlineshop.com, and he's got a whole slew of items and paints and wheels and decals and all kinds of things for your Redline restorations. So check out what John has to offer at the Redline shop. All right, we're going to let this set for about 15 minutes and then saturate it.
Meanwhile, back in the graveyard.
After painting the vehicle, I'm going to let it set overnight. Now we need to address the glass, and we need to change the wheels out on the base of the car. Now these wheels are the cap style wheels. So you put your knife up to the little edge, push down on it, and give it a twist, and it'll pop those right off. Now the tires, again, I got from the Redline shop. And please go on the website there and check everything out. Here we've got 4 medium tires for this beach bomb. Now the other thing about the Redline shop is they also have what's called a tire meter. It's a gauge. It'll tell you the vehicle that you have. You look that up, and then it'll tell you what kind of tires you need on there. So check that out on the Redline shop webpage. Here we've got all of our pieces. We got the body. Look how beautiful that Spectre Flame Red turned out. That is absolutely fantastic. I'm so happy with the way this turned out. Here's the base, all polished up with Flitz and brand new wheels from the Redline shop. That turned out fantastic. Here's the interior. We cleaned it up with soap and water. And here's the glass. The best we could do with what we had. I didn't have any replacements. We polished it up and it's ready to go. And here's what we started with. This tired old beach bomb. Now, these old Redlines, I mean, people call these filler cars. And if you have a collection, the filler car basically is just holding a place till you find something nicer. So, if you're not going to do anything with the filler car, there's no reason you can't have it restored. Now, whether you do it yourself or you have somebody else do it, this is a lot of fun, and that's why I make these videos, to teach you folks how to do this. Now, I do a lot of restorations for people, and if you got something you want restored, contact me in the comments and I'll get back a hold of you. But we took everything apart. We polished it up. We cleaned it up, we repainted it with the color that the gentleman wanted, and it turned out absolutely beautiful. I am so proud of the way this car turned out. And this is what we got to. Look at how nice that turned out. The only thing that we could have done better is maybe get some aftermarket glass for the beach bomb, which they do have. I just didn't have any and couldn't wait to get this done. So again, we took it apart, we cleaned it, we painted it with Spectre Flame paint, we polished it all up with Flitz, we put replacement surfboards on there that I got also from the Redline shop. Brand new tires, and man, I'll tell you, this old beach bomb is ready for the beaches again. It turned out absolutely beautiful. I'm so happy. Now, gosh, I wish I'd have had enough time to get some replacement glass for it, but I did the best I could with what I had. The project was a lot of fun and I truly enjoyed it. But I hope you enjoyed this build too. Please give it a like and a thumbs up. I want to say congratulations to Mike Leach. He is retiring after 25 years of service to the hospital he works at. Plus, he is a Navy veteran. Hats off to you, sir, and thank you for your service. My name is Paul with Diecast Graveyard. I want to thank you for joining me here today on Diecast Graveyard. This was a fantastic build, and again, congratulations, Mike Leach, on your retirement after 25 years of serving in the hospital service and being a Navy veteran. Thank you so much, and cheers.